I'm going to hit record here. Alright Brian, hey, so I'm going to go over how to kind of clean up the grill for you so when you're done using it you'll kind of understand. Now you can do this before or after if you want. Right now this is dirty from this morning. We cooked bacon, so there's a lot of grease in the grease trap here. And the way I do it is I just turn this thing on and get it hot. That way the pores open up and you can get a real good clean on it. And we got the 2 cameras set up here for when Ava starts cooking, and then you guys will have all that stuff ready for that. But I'll just go over how to do this. So when I'm cleaning it, basically I'm just going to turn it on, use the automatic switch thing. I'm going to set all the burners to about 7 o'clock on the little dial. Because we want to heat up the flat top, but we don't want it so hot that when we're doing it, it's burning through our grill screen and all that stuff. So we just want to get it hot, and then just take this off, put it down here. So give that a few minutes to warm up, and then I'll kind of show you the process I go through for cleaning all this up. Alright, so it's starting to get hot here, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So one of the things you're going to want to do is get a spatula. This is a great one for what we use it for, but if you can find one that's about 1 inch or 1.5 inches longer, go ahead and pick that up. And then you're definitely going to want one of these. It's a little scraper deal. I think I gave you the link for this on the Amazon. Sorry I'm cutting my head off, but I've got it set up for Ava. She's going to do the cooking. And this is great for just scraping the grill, getting all this stuff off. And you're just going to do basically you're just kind of pre-scraping everything. You just want to get the big chunks off before you use the screen. And you were asking about the modifications I've made. I don't know if you can see it right now, but basically I've continued this wall that's going around the flat top all the way around. And on this front part, I've got this piece of flat bar welded in at the same angle as the front of the grease trap. So it's just making it a little bit higher so it doesn't splash out. Now if I had it to do over again, I would have taken the plasma and I would have cut the grease trap completely out of here and put in a larger piece of angle. Just put in a piece of angle iron so the grease trap was a lot deeper. But I just did this one for now. I may make a new flat top later that's even just a little bit thicker. But this edge right here gives you something to scrape this thing off on, or your spatula. So anyways, you're just going to do a quick scrape. Just get all the big stuff off here and scrape it down here in your trap. I will give you a piece of advice on this. When you're cooking bacon on this thing, I like to cook the bacon on this end, and I usually leave the burner sitting right about 7 o'clock. I don't run it up any higher than that for bacon. It cooks just a hair slower. It takes a little bit longer to cook the bacon out, but it will not burn, and you'll get nice crispy bacon that looks like that. Really good bacon. Alright, so once that's good there, the next step you guys are going to do is, I gave you a link to this deal on the Amazon. This is the basically the handle for the screens. So you've got a link for that, and then you're going to use what they call a grill screen, and it basically just looks like this. It just looks like a piece of screen, and it's for the grill. So what I do there is I just use some paper towel, and in this case I'm just using 2 pieces here, and then I fold it in thirds, roughly whatever the shape is of the grill. Put the grill down and then put the paper towel and then the handle on top, and then just scrape away. Just get the whole surface of the grill. Alright, once that's done, you can just take the grill screen off. I just usually set them underneath. It will be hot, so be careful. And then the paper towel that you had, I just use that, and then I just start wiping the surface. Getting all the corners and all that stuff. Now the paper towel will look horrible while you're doing it, so just flip it over and use that other side. You're going to do this a few times. I go through about 3 of these paper towels. If you want to just, on the initial one, you can just flip this over and use it. Just make this be your grimy one. This is all it really takes to clean this thing off. Okay, set those down there. Grab the next paper towel, do the same thing. And you'll notice as you're going that they start to get lighter and lighter. You're just getting more of that stuff off. So you can see where we're at on this one. Hey Ava, run in and get this one just damp and then squeeze it. So usually two dry ones and then 1 wet one, and then finish off with the dry one. So Ava's getting that one wet right now. We'll be back. Yeah, this thing is great. Then I'd recommend probably a medium length pair of tongs too. Those are useful. So on the wet one, that's just going to kind of grab everything out of the pores. Now you'll know your grill's hot enough when you hear the sizzle, and this should slide very easily. If the grill's not hot and you try to put a wet paper towel on there and drag it with this, it's not going to move. So when it's sliding, it's going to feel like air hockey table, because the steam is lifting the paper towel up off the surface. Kind of just steam cleaning the rest of those pores. Okay, we got that one. And then this last one right here. And we'll be ready to go. Okay, as you can see our paper towel so far. Very clean grill from what we had when we started. And this is probably going to be cleaner than most restaurants, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so that's it. That's pretty much how you clean the grill. Now, if you were doing this and after you eat, what I would recommend doing is coming out when you're done eating. This thing should be cooled down by then. You're going to obviously turn everything off. And then once it's just a kind of a warm phase, like just still hot enough for you not to touch, I just put a big glob of coconut oil in here and spread it around, and then just let the cool air just make it solidify, and then that's your protective barrier. Because the cover that they give you for this thing is not very good, and if it rains, you know, the rain's just gonna fill in this thing, and then it'll seep through that cover, and then your flat top will start to rust. That's really what you got the grill screens for. So if you keep that protective barrier on there, you can pretty much fill this thing up with water and it won't rust. Alright, so this is done now, and Ava's going to start cooking.
Hi, I am Ava, and you're going to learn how to make a replica of the smash burger. Now, since our stove is already clean, we're going to start with the beef. Flat top. Sorry. Okay. We are using fresh ground beef, and it's 90-10, but you can use the 80-20 for it'll create a more juicy burger. Now, we already have bacon. You don't have to have bacon, but this is from our breakfast this morning, so that's what we're going to use. And got bacon. So first, we take the meat and then we spread it out in little chunks. Okay. Fresh ground beef.
I'm running the cameras. Want to say hi, Nora? Go over there.
Come here, Nora. This is my assistant.
Say hi to
chef.
Mr. Brian that you've never met.
Just kidding. Now you want to put it in a ball, but make sure it's loose and not like compact. I don't know why. Because it lets the flavor and the juices bubble up and surround the burger, so it makes a juicy burger. Juicy is good. That's good. Now, I'm gonna wash my hands. The
Mommy,
soap.
you can come on in.
I don't know if chefs do this, but.
Okay, sometime today. We don't need a half an hour.
Okay, now I'm gonna butter our bun with the good butter. Okay,
Carry gold.
don't be shy. This is good butter.
Oh, well, that's hard butter.
It's okay.
Took it out this morning.
Just use your muscles. Spread it up.
No,
It's okay.
we don't tear up the bun doing it.
It's not torn up.
Okay.
And the bottom one.
Just scrape it off.
Yeah, just scrape it off top of it. But never mind. It's always good to have your butter at room temperature, so it's easier to spread.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Put the lid on.
Okay, so the only other ingredients you're going to need here, Brian, are just some salt and pepper. So you've got your bun ready, and that's ready to go. You've got your bacon, like this is pre-cooked from this morning. You've got a loosely packed ball of the fresh ground meat. You've got your fake imitation cheese here called Velveeta, and some salt and pepper. So what we'll do is we'll head on out to the flat top, which is pretty much already warm, and then we'll show you what to do once we're out there. You got any last words, Chef Ava?
Nope. Got it.
Come.
Welcome back to Ava's kitchen. Okay. Today we're cooking smash burgers. So what you want to do is you want your flat top to be hot. So then you want these burners at 8 o'clock and these burners at 6:30. And you want it hot when you put the burger down.
Yeah, the reason you want it hot is so your burger is not cooking up to temperature. You want it to sear and seal that bottom surface as soon as you set it down. Right?
Yes, like a pancake. You know when it's done, you need to flip it over when you see the bubbles coming out.
Yeah, so the juices won't be able to cook out the bottom of the burger. They'll only be able to cook up. So just like she said, like a pancake, when it starts, juices start bubbling on top, you'll know it's ready to flip that burger. All right, so the first thing is,
So the first thing is you need to put some butter where you're going to put the patty.
it's going to go fast.
And you just paint it on
Okay.
where the burger is.
Yep. And we're going to work together here. Then we're going to set that burger right there. Okay. All right. Grab your smasher. And you want me to do it? Okay. So we're going to smash this down for 10 seconds, metal to metal. And we're going to sear that bottom surface. Now I know my smasher's all rusted, but it won't matter because we have the parchment paper between the two. Okay. I'll just set that over there. Alrighty.
Now, you could take the bacon from this morning for breakfast and put it right here just to warm it up. It's already cooked.
Yeah, we're just warming it up, so get that in one hand.
Okay.
And then the bun. Show them where to put the bun. That's already buttered. Show them already buttered.
So the buns are already buttered.
Hurry up, that
And you
burger's
put it
cooking.
right here.
Not yet, not yet. We haven't seen the bubbles. Now, about the smasher, this thing has a recessed surface. That's why this works. If it was just a flat burger smasher, as I press down, all the juices would flow out of the burger. What we're trying to do is keep all the juices in the burger. So as you'll start to see here in just a few seconds, is you'll start to see the juices bubbling up because that bottom surface has already been caramelized. So Brian, I can just send you this one, or I'll make you another one and send it to you. Either way, but you can't buy these on the market. I looked. I guess you could go down to Smashburger and steal one, but that's against the law. But you are a lawyer. Maybe you can get off. Anyway, so as this starts to cook up, she'll flip it, and there's a certain way to flip that. We're already getting the juices on the bacon to start doing. Let's check our bun for a second. All right, so we're starting to get some toasty there and some toasty there. So what I like to do is take this one and flip it over and set it right behind the burger, not in the grease, because I want to just toast that bottom part, because I don't like wet bread. And we're starting to get some juices here. All right, so literally that's all we need, because that bottom surface has been toasted, and then we slide it right back over here. Let's move our bacon over now. So we don't want to cook it anymore. We just want to do that. Okay, so here you go, Ava. So we're at the point where we want to flip this burger now. This is a very delicate point right here because we don't want to rip the sear off the bottom of the burger. The sear has to come with the burger. So she's going to work her way around the edge. Use two hands. She's going to work her way around the edge and kind of dig that off until it's loose. Okay, you got it? Can you flip it or do you want me to do it? All right, flip it. There you go. So see how we got that nice seared surface right there? That's what we're going for. That's where all the flavor's at. So that's what you want right there. Now we're not going to smash on it. We're just going to let the juices, they're going to cook up through the burger and they're going to hit that surface and stop. So all the juices are going to stay in this burger. And you'll know it when you eat this thing because it will be juicy. And again, Brian, what I was saying about having this edge here, it's just a good place to scrape all this stuff off your spatula. Because you don't want to have a greasy spatula where you're trying to flip your bun because your bun will get all wet. And I don't like a wet bun. But you guys might like a wet bun, I don't know. So we're going to let it go here. We're going to get the cheese on real quick. We forgot about that.
The buns are really done.
No, they're not. Okay. So that'll just take literally a couple seconds for that to melt. We're still good here, babe. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and turn these two burners off. And I'm going to go ahead and turn these two burners off. So we're good. So we've got this one upside down. We're going to go ahead and cut our bacon. Like I said, we don't want that burning. Get that on there. So I can grab it here. For the boys. Our test subject for today will be the dogs. And this burger is done. So I go ahead and I just slide it to a dry part of the grill just to kind of get some of the juices that are on the bottom off so it doesn't saturate my bun. And then literally goes right on the bun. Scrape the spatula. Top goes right on top. And that, my friend, is a good bun or good burger, as you can see right there. Primo burger. And then we need a plate. We'll just put it right here on the dealio. All right, so we're going to let that cool down and feed that to the dogs. Do not touch your flat top. Obviously, it's very hot. The burners are off. We're ready to go. At this point, you just go eat and then come back when you're done eating and clean this off. Ava,
yes.
You got any last words? I kind of took over there. I'm sorry.
That's
sweetie.
okay. It's a really good burger. I like it.
We hope you guys like it and make some. Welcome to the Flat Top Club, Brian, and Kelly, and the kids.
You need to know how to make mountain breakfast.
Oh yes, okay, so our next video, I guess, we're going to show you how to make mountain breakfast on the flat top.
At Ava's Kitchen. Chef's.
How to make what?
Mountain breakfast.
Mountain breakfast.